Good morning. At about 12:45 this morning, we received multiple calls for a fire at 190 Valley Street. Companies on arrival saw heavy fire and flames. Reports of multiple occupants trapped. The firefighters began the attack and rescue. They rescued 2 occupants, 2 of which one has been transported to the hospital, non-life-threatening, smoke inhalation. One was treated at the scene and released. During the fire, it was a very difficult fire, and we ended up transmitting a second alarm. Not long after that, one firefighter reported being lost and disoriented. We activated our rescue team to search and remove him. It turned out that there were 2 of them on the second floor. Both were found in an unconscious state and were removed. One succumbed to his injuries. We will not be releasing the name at this time, pending complete notification of family. The second was transported to Bridgeport for respiratory injuries. This is a very difficult time in our department. Many of our members are hurting. We ask that the public keep them in their prayers. We want to thank the mayor and the commissioners for coming out. The fire is under investigation. Whenever there is a fatality of any kind, the state medical examiner is called in, the state police, fire marshal, and in this case, the state's attorney. They will work in conjunction with investigator supervisor Doug Wardlaw, and we'll have more information for you soon. Mayor, I think that's about it.
Thank you, Chief. We lost a member of our fire department today and a member of our community. And I wanted to take a moment to say how proud I am of the way that the chief and the fire department have come together and supported the family at the hospital tonight and at the fire station just now. This is such a challenging time for our community, and to lose someone that is truly a hero, that went into harm's way to ensure the safety of others. This will be something that impacts us for months and years to come. But I'm proud to be a part of the City of New Haven and a fire department that has responded with such compassion to the loss of a very important member of our fire department and the community. So I wanted to thank the chief for his work and compassion over these hours. We'll be working with EAP to ensure that our firefighters and community members have the support that they need through this very difficult time of mourning, and doing everything we can to support the family as well, to ensure that we do what we can to support them. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.
Just to reiterate what Chief Austin and the mayor spoke about as far as our suppression team and them being heroes. During this tragedy, we also did remove and rescue the 2 tenants that were at this property. So although this is a tragedy, once again, the heroes rose above and beyond. Thank you.
So just wanting to confirm with you, you said you rescued 2 tenants from
Yes, sir. There was a first floor property owner and a second floor tenant that were rescued. Yes, sir.
Do we know exactly what area of the home where the fire started? Was it in the upper portion or lower portion?
Well, not being able to be exact due to the investigation has really just begun, but we are concentrating on the basement.
Any word about arson or anything like that?
Way
at
too
all?
soon for something like that, sir.
And do you have the ages of the 2 occupants?
I do have
One is
a
84.
84-year-old female property owner, and the second gentleman, I don't have his age at this current time.
And it was a 2-family home.
Yes, sir.
We would just ask your patience as we work through this. It's a difficult time for us.
And again, I'm so sorry for your loss. Just talking about the firefighter who did die. I know you can't reveal his identity. Can you just tell us who he was as a person, and how do you want the community to remember him?
As the hero that he was.
I want them to remember that since he was a child, he wanted to be a firefighter. I interviewed him and I hired him for this job. And I was so proud of him, and I continue to be proud of him.
Chief, how do you console the other firefighters this morning on a day like today? This has got to be pretty tough right now.
Sure, there are no words. There are absolutely no words. You see all the stages of grief in front of you happening in real time. Some will be numb, some will be angry, some will be sad. And in the days to come, they will question whether they did the right thing. I know after 36 years in this business, they did exactly what they were supposed to do. And when their brothers were in trouble, they went and got them.
Chief, could you step up to the mic again? I'm sorry, because we still have some of these mics over here. And just again, talk
Sure.
about these firefighters and just their heroic behavior.
Being a firefighter, you know every day that there's an opportunity that you can become injured and possibly lose your life. Everyone lives with that. It is not only a sacrifice for them, it is a sacrifice of their families, knowing that's what they will endure or could endure. And so when it happens, it is a shock. It is an absolute shock. And we won't be the same.
And again, who was this firefighter who died? How do you want him to be remembered?
I want him to be remembered doing what he loved to do, and that he sacrificed his life to save someone else. And our city needs to know that we have professionals like that who care enough that they'll do that.
How is the team doing this morning?
They're hurting. They're hurting. Yeah, it's not easy. That's all, ladies and gentlemen.